House of Payne Season 9, Episode 9 and 10. Um, Episode 9 was it was okay, I guess. I don't really have much to say about it. And Episode 10 kind of reminded me of old school House of Payne. It still ain't as good, but it actually was a little better. We got a few scene changes, maybe about 2 or 3, but that's an improvement compared to the rest of the season. It's really not much to talk about. Mainly the big thing of these 2 episodes was Calvin, Miranda, and this new girl, Laura. Well, you know what? First, I want to start with episode 9. I'm confused. Have we fast forwarded a month or 2 or something? Because I could have sworn at the end of episode 8, Calvin and Miranda kissed. And this episode opened with Ella asking Miranda, have you seen him? Have you talked to him? And I'm like, didn't you just drop her off at his house? So I don't know how fast forward they traveled in the plot, but it's like they just totally just forgot that just happened last week. And they did answer a few of my questions, like, how do y'all ever see the kids if y'all not communicating or whatever? Ella said that somebody always got to be there for them to do the exchange, but we still haven't even seen the kids, but they just mentioned, but okay. And I'm up here thinking that eventually Miranda gonna be like, oh, me and Calvin are getting back together because we did this or did that, and that never was brought up. And fast forward, we see Malik and CJ talking, and they're basically saying that Miranda is stalking Calvin, and Calvin wants to introduce his new lady to the family, and they basically saying you bring a girl by every week. And I'm confused, Calvin, like, dude, just date. I don't blame them for not wanting to keep meeting all these women. Like, when you really been with somebody for a few months and you think that it's gonna be more serious, then introduce them. Like, quit bringing all these people up in my house during this damn Rona. And basically, Laura, she's pretty. I'm thinking she finna reveal that she used to be a man or something, because you know that's the route they take on these shows a lot now. I didn't know what she was finna reveal. She talking about she don't want to reveal that that's not her real hair, her eyes, and something. And I'm like, Tyler, this is the best you could do. But I guess the big reveal to her is that he was married, and then married to her co-worker / I guess they're friends. Miranda said that, but I'm confused. How could you be friends with somebody and you don't know that they're married? And of course they've been talking about, it was said that Miranda been talking about Calvin to her. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure she said his name before. How could you not know that that's the man that she's married to, finna divorce from? And I feel like Miranda should respect Calvin's space. Cause it's like, you divorcing me. I was in love with you, but you didn't want to work it out. The last place I want to see you is in my place of sanctity. You showed up to my house unannounced. You instead of coming to my parents' house. Like, how could Calvin move on and you instead of dipping into his life? And of course, yeah, you want him back, but he don't want you back. Like, let that man have space and comfort to move on. Cause you just gotta let it go. I know you still gonna have you gonna have to talk to the family because you got a kid, but it gotta be some type of line drawn. But ultimately, she gotta go because she wanna get back. And baby girl, you not getting back up in them outfits that you have been wearing so far. Both of them outfits, last week and this week, was trash to me. And I'm confused. Miranda, she used to really be stylish. Her makeup used to always be on point. Her hair used to be cute. And she just looked like, I know she gone through a divorce, but it's really been a lack lately. Like, what's going on? Outfit choices have not been cute for her so far this season. But it's still just like a wonder to me. She want Calvin back. He don't want her back. But how could y'all ignore what happened last week? That was not brought up not one time. And Miranda, if you want him back, you gotta do things to get him back. Ella say you can't cook. You need to try to cook him a nice meal. You need to dress better. You need to try to be around to make him remember you. Hell. And you scared to do everything. Closed mouth ain't gonna get fed. Miranda was even getting loud with Ella, and I'm like, this ain't got nothing to do with her. Her son introducing the girl he liked to the family, just like he introduced you to the family. It's like she got more energy with Ella than she do Calvin. But it seemed like her pride is in the way a little bit. And I would be kind of like, too, cause shit. Calvin was like, get out. I'm like, whoa. Ella ain't let it go down, but shoot. It really seems like he does not like Miranda. Almost as a disgust for her nowadays. And Miranda used to be so smart at the mouth. And she just stood there like a scared little puppy. Like she's just finna break down and cry. And it's just crazy. Like she did a whole flip. And I ain't saying Calvin wrong for what he feels, but at some point, Miranda, you gotta pick yourself back up. Because ultimately, this is what you wanted. And it's like, how could you try to divorce this man and stand in the way of him starting to date? That is totally wrong. Now, if you don't want him dating your friend, co-worker, I get that. But if the man want to date again, life goes on. She didn't even say that she's been on dates and stuff. And she just learned that everybody has something. And I'm like, where is your guidance in your life for to tell you that? Like if Curtis and Ella or Miranda's parents can't even tell you that nobody's perfect. Like, was that what you was expecting? And the show is just giving me vibes that it's not even a script. It just feel like Tyler Perry just said, y'all just say how you would react if the situation was real. Like, it just seemed like everybody just thinking of their lines. Because scenes are just a lot of the situations are just dragging out so long. Like, it was getting on my nerves, like, when Ella was trying to tell Calvin that Miranda's in the kitchen. I'm like, just say Miranda's in the kitchen. It took about 5 minutes for her to just come out and say that. Malik, he's still getting on my nerves. And I'm happy in the beginning of episode 9. Calvin kind of put Malik in his place a little bit. Like, Malik got mad that he just walked in. But it's like, Malik, this is not your house. Like, Malik, you really back where you started. You still in the same position, living with your parents. Now you got your girl and all that, and your baby on the way living with him too. I'm happy Calvin told him this not your place. Like, Malik, he really stepping out his boundaries. He really kind of acting like Uncle Curtis, but at least Uncle Curtis got something for the show. Like, he could really prove that he didn't pay for this, pay for that. He done had this job, that job. Malik ain't did shit. For to have this attitude. I actually want to see a bigger storyline with CJ. I ain't saying I want to see him go through all this drama or anything, but I want to see him a little more on screen and just in deeper situations, because Alan Payne is such an amazing actor. Y'all people see CJ sitting on the couch with his legs wide open. All I could do was fantasize. Like, y'all, that is my childhood crush. Still in and out. Y'all just don't know. And it was funny to me when Miranda told Laura that's my husband. And Ella was like, soon to be ex-husband. I was like, okay, mother. Shoot. Finally come through for a change, but Ella, she flip-flops with the wind. But she meant for to just be a neutral character towards everybody. I really don't got too much to say about these 2 episodes. Like I said, it wasn't too much going on other than this Laura chick. But she's pretty. I see why he would like her. She seems more... So far, she seems like she would be... maybe more laid back than what Miranda was. Like, she definitely could be like a nice breath of fresh air since he's going through a divorce. But she left him, so I don't know if we're going to be seeing her again. Curtis, he was a little funny in this episode. He was giving me a little old Uncle Curtis vibes. Still scenes where he be annoying, but he was a little better these 2 episodes. So overall, mainly episode 10 was an improvement this week. Let me know what y'all think. What do y'all want to see happen next? Please like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.